Morning all, welcome to What a Load of Ball, episode 2. Those of you that caught the rocker cover gasket install in episode 1, hope you enjoyed the video. Good news, it seems to have solved the oil leak. Apologies about the audio in that video, something I totally overlooked before exporting and uploading it. I'll make sure that that's fixed in this one. So today is part 1 of 2 of the Brembo upgrade for the Stagea. As great as the car is, it's really let down by its braking. I fitted some EBC yellow pads to the stock calipers when I got it, and although that was an improvement, it's still not great. These came by as a good opportunity. I inherited them at a good price from my friend John at Thunderwood Racing. So if you're watching this, mate, thanks ever so much. I've had them for a couple of months and I only unwrapped them the other day, although I was planning just to sling them on. They are a bit grubby and there's a few chips and stuff, so I would probably have been okay with that, but one of them, I think it's this one, it's all bubbled up, so I'm gonna take it back. It'd be a shame to do this major upgrade. Fitting Brembos to any car is a major upgrade, so it'd be a shame to do that with them looking a bit scabby. So it's pretty scabby outside, so we're going to be doing some kitchen engineering today. I got a selection of brushes, wire wool, and then various cleaners and stuff from Halfords. I go to Halfords, it's really near to where I live, and I've got a trade card there, so all Halfords products I get actually quite cheap. First thing I'm going to do is coat them in degreaser, give them a scrub. I don't really want to be peeling off too much paint. Where there's just like little chips, I think I'm just going to dab that with the paintbrush. So yeah, this isn't a total overhaul. I'm not doing the seals or anything like that. They all seem to be in good condition. I do have a set of seals, but I figured it's a bit of a false economy to swap seals when they're not actually needed to be swapped. Anyway, right, I'm going to start getting messy. I'll update you in a bit when we get to the next step. So the sink and degreaser soak it's got them looking cleaner, but there's still a lot of grot in there. So I'm come outside for round 2. I've got them in an old washing basket. Just cake them in degreaser. I'm going to leave them for 5 minutes or so to soak up a bit of rain, and then come and give them a blast with the pressure washer, and then try and get the grot out with some brake cleaner if needed. Yeah, generally not looking too bad so far. I also use an F clamp to push back all the pistons, just to get any excess brake fluid out early on while we're cleaning it, so it doesn't leak out after we've painted it later on. So yeah, I'll report back in a bit. We're back indoors now. So far these have had a soaking of degreaser, and then a wash and a brush. Then I took them outside, more degreaser, left to soak, pressure washed, then some brake cleaner, pressure washed. The rest of this I think I'm going to have to get off using various brushes. I really don't want to take off any good paint, because that just means more paint to cover up. I did have one of the calipers had the sliders in and it was pretty stuck, so I used this like needle nose or pin punch to get them out. And then I've got all the bits of hardware, sliders, backing plates and stuff, just having a soak in some degreaser and water there, give them all a good clean and maybe a paint before it all goes back together. So got one of the front ones to a point where I'm kind of happy with. Most of the black bits that you can see are where it's already chipped off, or bits of paint are chipped off. I've used this like kind of toothbrush style wire brush, and that was the best for getting all the grime out, and hasn't actually damaged the paint at all, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to crack on with the others. I'm going to do the rears now, and then spend a bit more time on the front one, because that's the one with all the blistering. So I'm on to the final one now. This is the one with all the blistering. A bit of a shame really, because all the others have actually come out pretty nice. There's a few bits to touch up, but nothing major. But this I got to pull off or carefully get rid of whatever's blistered. There are a couple of spots on the other ones, just like a little one there, so I'll take a blade to that and expose that and then touch it up. Let's see how we get on with this one. So I think I got rid of the worst of the blistering, or where it was peeling, mainly with the Stanley blade and again this little wire toothbrush. I think that's good enough. I've decided that these have been badly painted before in the past, and I'm not here to fully overhaul them. Really, I just want to get them on the car. Maybe in the future, if it's off the road for any major work, I'll send them off to get blasted and powder coated. But for today, it's just get them fresh, get them sealed, get them protected from the elements a bit more. So yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna put all 4 calipers in the oven. I've just cooked my lunch. I'm going to turn the oven down, but figured try them out a bit and warm the metal up prior to paint, because it's pretty cold here today and outside it's cold, and if the metal's a bit hotter, hopefully the paint will stick a bit better. So yeah, just slung them in the oven. A couple of Pyrex dishes. Who'd have thunk it? I've got it set real low, like I said. I've just cooked my lunch, so the oven's warm anyway. I'm just putting them in here to warm them up, get the metal a bit warm so that the paint sticks to them a bit better. I'll do the same after I've painted them actually, and just put them in here on a real low temperature just to get some heat into them. So back from lunch, calipers have been in the oven for about half an hour, maybe a bit longer now. It was quite a good idea actually, because on this one, the one where it was blistering anyway, it actually pulled up quite a few more blisters, so that was good. I'm going to give it a quick blast of prime everywhere where it's peeled off or where we're back to bare metal, and then put it back in the oven. And then the other ones I think I can get away with just touching up with a bit of gold. So yeah, going to get some zinc primer on here. I've pre-warmed that as well. That I put that in boiling water just as these went into the oven. You can see I've masked up the important bits so I don't get any paint on there, and I've also got some wipes to hand if there are any sudden oversprays or whatnot. Alright, wish me luck. I'm on to the second of the front calipers now. The other one actually went terribly. It's in the oven now. I'm going to see how the primer dries. I'm not going to bother with any primer on this. I'm just going to be really careful and touch up the chips with the gold enamel. I don't think it's going to be any close on the colour match, but I think for the time being it will seal it. And maybe one day if it really troubles me, I'll get the Brembo gold and paint them properly. But a bit difficult when you're chasing someone else's bad painting, so I really can't be bothered to make it too good. I just want to make it look better before they go onto the car. Wow, that colour match is awful. I was only going to do spots, but it was so bad I ended up coating the whole caliper. I'm regretting that. I've managed to keep the original sparkly, and that should look okay. And I guess most of it's hidden, so only really be me and you guys who know that the rest of it's an awful colour. But it is all sealed, so that was the main thing of doing it. There's no bare metal anymore, no chips. So yeah, maybe rethink this in the future, but I think that's good enough to get on there. I'm going to put it in the oven. With a bit of luck, maybe the paint will clear out a bit as it dries, and maybe we'll see some of that, the more orange. I guess it was more of an orange gold underneath, but this is gold. So yeah, let's hope it dries a bit and it changes back. After the colour matching of the fronts going so badly, I decided to cheat with the rears.
I'm not going to touch the chips, but what I have done is put a bit of lacquer over the top, hopefully just to seal it, just to stop it from flaking anymore. I don't even know whether that will work or not. Absolutely hate working with paint. So yeah, I don't think today's gone all that successful. They are at least cleaner, but I'm not going to look as fresh as I was hoping. I'm going to get the very primed one out the oven now and see what we can do to rescue that. I'm laughing, but inside I'm crying. What a load of bull by name. What a load of bull by nature. So this is the very first one that I did. This is the one that originally had all the bubbling. I had primed it. You didn't see it primed because it looked so bad. I've coated what was primed in the gold now. I think I've kept enough of the front clean on this, or at least I'll make sure it's clean, that once it's on the car at first glance you won't actually notice. So we'll see how we go. I also think this is totally the wrong type of paint. I chose enamel paint. I thought that would be like a nice hard wearing type stuff, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. So it might be that they go on and then next time I wash the car it all peels off, so you never know, might be in luck. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and then I think pick this all up tomorrow for part 2, when we actually put them all on the car. I'm a bit more confident using spanners and stuff than messing around with paint. I absolutely hate the stuff, and like I said, I wasn't actually planning on painting these, it was just they weren't quite as mint as I was hoping before fitting them, but that's alright. So thanks for watching. Like if you liked. I already know I've done loads of stuff wrong in this, so you don't need to tell me. Subscribe as well if you want to stay tuned for more videos, and like I said, I'm going to do part 2 of this, which will be What a Load of Bull episode 3. I'll film that tomorrow. That'll be going on to everything going on to the car, and then hope to get that edited and uploaded tomorrow as well, so 2 this weekend. Alright guys, see you later, bye.